A woman would get a slap from a man if she said something wrong. Even when talking to a puppy, she would be scolded by the man. He said the dog had a higher status in the family than her. Facing such treatment, she didn't resist at all. The woman suffered from polio and arthritis, which made her walk with a limp. After her parents passed away, her brother sold the house and took all the property, so she had to stay at her aunt's house. But her aunt didn't like her either, and even people in the town avoided her. Only in the late-night bar, when everyone was drunk, no one would pay attention to her. At this moment, she would feel like a normal person. One day, she heard that a fisherman needed a maid. She put on her best clothes to apply for the job. But when the man saw that she couldn't even walk properly, he refused her. As she left, she sighed, "I'll be pelted with stones by kids again." This caught the man's attention, because the man grew up in an orphanage. He developed a bad temper to protect himself, so the man escorted her all the way back. But no one else came to apply for the job for 2 days. He had no choice but to hire her. When the man came back in the evening, she had cleaned the house and made turnip soup. But this was the man's least favorite thing. The irritable man angrily wanted to drive her away. But after she left, the man would fall into self-blame. The next day, when the man woke up, she had made breakfast and was washing the floor. The man also acquiesced to her existence. The room was small, so the two had to sleep in the same bed. She used her salary to buy paintbrushes and pigments to decorate the house. The man didn't stop her either. The man couldn't write, so she drew pictures on cards to help him keep accounts. The two also became partners. One day, her painting was bought by a customer. It was the first time she was recognized. After that, she spent most of her time painting. Although the man would complain that she was being lazy, he still took on most of the housework. She casually complained that there were too many flies and wanted to install screens. The man would complain that it was a waste of money, but he would install them the next day. They were not husband and wife, but they were no different from a couple. So she proposed marriage. The man refused her, but the next day he put on a suit and formally became her husband. There were no rings or wedding dresses, only the smiles of the two. With the man's help, she began to try to sell her paintings. This also made her famous, attracting reporters for interviews. On TV, she became a sweet painter, but the man seemed sharp-tongued and mean. This also made the man doubt whether he was worthy of her. The man was afraid that she would leave him, afraid that she would find someone better. But she also loved the man deeply. Two people with bruises all over their bodies redeemed each other. Time flew by. Her arthritis became more and more serious. She could no longer walk on her own and couldn't even hold a paintbrush steadily. Although the man couldn't accept it, her condition could no longer be controlled. In the end, the man accompanied her in the hospital through the last moment of her life. The walls of the house were covered with paintings, leaving only him to appreciate them alone.